Hello there, guys, gals, non-binary pals. It's me, your host with the most, Dr.JWolfenstein. And welcome to what I'm going to call an unusual stream. So, I am going to go through the various different online character creators for various TTRPGs. I'm going to create a character in each one, kind of show you how it's done, show you the tools that are available to you, and things of that nature. So I hope everybody's ready. I hope you all buckle up and enjoy the ride. I will be constantly doing breaks because I will be snipping this recording up into little features and things of that nature in order to make sure that I get all the games possible. I use as many character creators as possible, things like that, you know. So don't be afraid, don't be alarmed. I will constantly be going back to my opening because I'll be recording them in snippets as if I was recording videos for YouTube, and then I will post these later up on YouTube, on Facebook, on various other platforms. So fear not, be not afraid, as the angels would say. Your Chaos Doctor is here to educate. Edumacation is important. But I hope you guys like it. This has been an idea of mine for a while, and so I'm super excited for it. I hope you guys like it, and I hope these videos do well and show you guys, you know, just how I like to get down. Also, I will be using as little profanity as possible, trying to make these appeal to everyone. So thank you guys so much for your attention. We're going to go ahead and get started with the first one of the night. So let us jump back to the opening real quick. And yeah, let us go. Guys, gals, non-binary pals, it's me, your host with the most, Dr.JWolfenstein, and today have I got the video for you. We are going to go over the various character creators that are out there for all types of TTRPG systems. The first one we're going to go through is probably what you would probably call the most popular in the world. We're going to go through we're going to go through D&D. D&D's character creation system, and we're going to have some fun with it. Also, during this particular video, I will be playing the Bundarico soundtrack from the Fool's Gold campaign setting. For those of you who supported the Kickstarter, by all means, I hope you enjoy. Also, those of you who are Fool's Gold's fans, definitely check them out. I will have a link to Dingo Doodles' channel. All credit for the music goes to her amazing team and her brilliant design. So, without further ado, let's go through character creation. Now, first things first, we're going to go through the very basic Charactermancer. This is a game, so whenever you have, on Roll20, whenever you have a game, for instance, let's say we pull up one of my games here, we'll call it Family Hollow. We then are able to launch game, and it will bring you to a screen much like this one. And from here, you're able to create a character if your DM allows it. So let me go ahead and move my little copyright logo real quick. By the way, if you don't see that logo up in the corner, the content has been stolen. But anyway, so up here, you can see in the flashing, you can see all the character sheets that your DM would have shared with you, and then, of course, the Create Character sheet. So, if your DM allows you to create your own character sheets, this is the button that you will press. So, click. Alrighty. Now then, every character sheet will, when first created, will pull this up. You can upload your character image. You can upload kind of whatever you want. If you're the DM, you're going to be able to post who can see it. As I am the GM of this game, I can see things a little differently. But we're going to hit Save Changes. Now, when you're a player and you first open your character sheet, you will have these three options. Use Charactermancer, create an NPC, edit sheet directly. If your DM or GM has allowed access to the character sheets, you will be able to do this pretty much on your own. Also, they need to allow access to their content, which is easy enough to do in Roll20. Now then, hit Use the Charactermancer. Now, keep in mind, this is for the 2014 D&D 5e. This is not 2024. I will show you guys 2024 here in a moment. So, with that, create character, blam. Blam. All right, so first things first, it asks you to choose your race. It wants you to pick out whatever your race is, and this will be where the information pops up. Choosing your race. If you would like to customize your origin, as in Tasha's Book of Everything, there is the option. And then, of course, as you can see, if you click on... oh, for some reason, it's not showing up on the video. But if you click on Choose Race, all the races you have will come as if in a drop-down menu. And so let us pick a pretty basic race. You know what? Let's do... I like Tiefling. So, as you can see, pitch Tiefling. And then here is the information that will pop up for you. All the various information on your standard Player's Handbook Tiefling. Also, that parenthetical letter combination shows you what book the information is coming out of. So, for example, Tortle can come from Monsters of the Multiverse and has that MMOM tag. That is the more updated version of the Tortle. Of course, you could also use the Tortle from EGTW. So, there is that option there. I do forget what book EGTW is, but that's not important. So we're going to go with your standard Player's Handbook Tiefling. When you click the alignment chart, it drops down for you. The first 4 alignments are lawful, good, neutral good, chaotic good, lawful neutral, and then it goes to neutral, chaotic neutral, and then the 3 evil alignments: lawful evil, neutral evil, chaotic evil. So we're going to go with chaotic neutral just to keep things kind of, basic. Creature type, size, speed, languages, hellish resistance, which is you have resistance to fire damage. This is my dark vision. And now, Tieflings can have a sub-race, so I'm just going to keep it standard, but you can have yours do all kinds of things. Sub-race ability scores is +2 to Charisma, +1 to Int, and then I know the Thaumaturgy cantrip. With that, we'll go to Next. When you click Next, it'll bring you to the Class section, and we're going to keep this as loosey-goosey basic hoochie mama. We're going to keep this as basic as possible. We're going to go with, I'm going to go with Bard. I like Bard. So you pick Bard, and then boom, this window fills with all the information about your Bard, including your spell sheet, chart, and everything. Then it lists your weapon proficiencies, your armor proficiencies, and then skill proficiencies. Choose 3 of them. So bards can choose from any of the skills available. So I'm going to pick acrobatics, I'm going to pick performance, and I'm going to pick some sleight of hand. We're going to keep it all pretty basic here. Just a nice acrobatic performer, so to speak. Next, tool proficiencies. These are all instruments. So, pick your instruments. I want to pick the bagpipes, because why not? Let's pick a flute. And then, you know what? Let's pick a lute. Just so we have some, we have an obnoxious woodwind instrument, a regular woodwind, and of course a string. Ritual casting, equipment options, bardic inspiration explanation, your cantrips, and your spells of first level or higher. So all of that is right there, plus your stats are already plugged in for your subrace, or subspecies rather. Ability scores! You can pick from the standard array, the roll for stats, the point buy, or the custom. Basically, if you've already had your character and are just importing it to Roll20, custom is the way to go. I like to keep things standard using standard array, so we'll go with that. Strength we'll put as a 10. We'll put our dex as a 12. Con is a 13. I like to think. Charisma will be our 15, giving us a 17 in it. Intelligence will be our 14, and wisdom will be our least. Actually, no. Let's do wisdom as our second least, and strength as our dump stat. We're a bard. I'm not going to be a bard of valor or anything. Not on this character. And then we get to choose a background. So this will be all the backgrounds from all the books that your DM allows you access to, or that you have access to here on Roll20. So we'll just keep it, again, we'll keep it basic, we'll keep it simple. We'll go with the entertainer. Oh my gosh! Woohoo! We're gonna be so fine. Now, as you can see, I have 2 skill proficiencies, acrobatics and performance. And I know what you're thinking, but Doctor, we just picked acrobatics and performance in our skill section earlier. Yes, we did. But allow me to show you what happens with that later. For now, tool proficiencies, we get a disguise kit. We're also going to pick up you know what, let's pick up drums, because we want some percussion. All right, entertainer routine. What are we? Well, we are going to be I like being a juggler. We're going to juggle, baby. The personality traits and ideals and bonds. So personality traits, you can pick from, these are created by your background. So for example, nobody stays angry at me or around me for long, since I can diffuse any amount of tension. And then whenever I come to a new place, I collect local rumor and spread gossip. And you know what? Because we're chaotic, creativity, the world is in need of new ideas and bold action. Bond. My instrument is my most treasured possession, and it reminds me of someone I love. My flaw. I'm a sucker for a pretty face. Alrighty. If you click next, it'll bring you to equipment. And of course, equipment is, as we all kind of know. So, you can pick class equipment or starting wealth. Class equipment we go, just to keep it regular. Rapier or a longsword, we will definitely go with a rapier. Diplomat or entertainers. Oh, I'm an entertainer, not a diplomat. Lute or a musical instrument. We'll take our lute. Take our lute on the road with us. Equipment from background, entertainer. A costume, a belt pouch. We get to pick another instrument, to which I will pick a set of bagpipes. And we will take a love letter from our dearly departed love. Now, if you are a spellcasting class, it will bring you to this page. If you happen to not be a spellcasting class, then this section will not apply to you. And in fact, it will have a message that says, you do not know the secrets of the arcane. Now then, bard cantrips. So you'll pull up the list, and it'll pull up all the lists you know. And, of course, we'll pull up Vicious Mockery, because what bard doesn't have Vicious Mockery? But we're also going to take Prestidigitation. because we need to be fabulous. And then Bard spells at level 1. Again, some of these can be small, some of these can be great. Picking up silvery barbs is almost a requirement. Picking up command is another good one. Healing word, just to give yourself a little heal ability if you want to help with your friends. And then I personally don't enjoy playing a bard as a damage, but if you do, I highly recommend the spell Dissonant Whispers. So, they take psychic damage and then run away. So, huzzah! Alrighty, and next we'll go to feats. And as a feat represents accomplishment, grit, determination, and expertise. It is a reward for hard work. I really haven't done that much yet, so obviously nothing there. Alright, and then we get to the bio. This is about your character. So we'll call our character, you know what, I was thinking that her name shall be, Radiance. She shall be 32. She'll stand at 5'9". She will be 100 pounds even, just because I like even numbers. She will have golden eyes. Her hair will be purple, and her skin will be a soft violet. Huzzah! And there we go. And then, of course, now, how the phony baloney? So, now, for some reason, it's not doing this on this one, but if you pick skills from your background and from your class that happen to overlap, normally it'll spit up a red message that says, hey, you have overlap. So what we'll do is we'll jump back to class. As you can see, acrobatics. So we can change acrobatics, and we'll change it to, let's call it athletics. And because we also picked performance, let's change that to, let us say, perception. I like perception. And then, of course, we go back to the background, and we can see that the skill proficiencies are still listed. Huzzah, huzzah. And bada bing, bada boom. We hit apply changes to all, and it will build our character. And voila! Radiance, our tiefling bard, our juggler, is ready to go. And as you can see, the blue check marks are your proficiencies. I'm proficient in Dex and Charisma saves. I am proficient in Acrobatics, Athletics, Perception, Performance, and Sleight of Hand. And of course, these are all my items that are on my person. My other proficiencies, languages, armor, weapons, and of course my tools, disguise kit, bagpipes, flute, lute, and drum. And then of course these are your features, which if you click on the words, will expand them. If you click on the bubble, it will pop them up in the Roll20 chat. And then if you hit the little cog, you can edit. And as you can see, this is my Bardic Inspiration. I can tick it down when I use it, or refill it back to full. Then, of course, you can see the bio. You can write an appearance about your character, allies and organizations you meet, character backstory, additional features and traits, and then treasure, the important part. Is every adventurer looking for treasure? And then, of course, the information I've already put. She's 32, she's a medium size, 5'9", 100 pounds, purple hair, soft violet skin, and golden eyes. And then, of course, you hit spells, and these are your spells! If you click on the word bubble, it'll put them in the Roll20 chat. If you click on the name, it'll put them in the Roll20 chat. If you click on the I for information, it'll create the drop-down that you can see everything. And then, of course, these are your attacks. Vicious Mockery, as you can see, appeared as an attack bubble. And then Healing Word, it asks you what level you want to cast it at. So if you want to upcast it all the way up to 9th level, it creates a drop-down menu for you, but we're only level 1, so we can cast it at 1st level. Apparently I'd added our Entertainers pack as a role too. How very interesting. That's a new one. Your armor class, your initiative, your speed, your health, your proficiency, and if you tick this, it's your inspiration. And of course, you can put your experience points up here. should you be using a DM who has experience. Now, bio and info, this will be available to, this box here will be available to everybody who looks at your character. GMs, this will be your GM notes. Only you can see this box, but you can add notes to people's characters as you would like. So, players, you can edit your own character sheet, and it will pull up this box. So because I'm a GM, it pulls up the GM box, but normally it'll just pull up this box, and this box, and this box for you, so you can add your own character token, change the name, things of that nature. But voila, Radiance is done, and that is the first of the Roll20 character sheets. This one is the in-game character sheet. So if you're already in a game and available to use it, then by all means come here to use it. So, I hope that was informational for everyone, and I hope you all enjoyed it. This is creating a 2014 D&D character while already in a Roll20 game. And until next time and the next video, please stay healthy, my friends. See you next time. Bye. All right, guys, gals, non-binary pals, thank you so much for bearing with me for that first one. How'd I do? How do you think I did? Go ahead and put it in the chats. If you're watching me live, if you're not, then by all means, let me know in the comments of this live stream how you think I did and where I could improve. But yeah, that was some behind the scenes on how I do things and how I make things. Now we're gonna go back to my Roll20 here. Beautiful. Life. It is so beautiful, no? It is beautiful. Alrighty. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start another one. So hold on to your butts, guys and gals. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go through that one more again. So bear with me. Hello, guys, gals, non-binary pals. It's me, your host with the most, Dr. Wolfenstein. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to do another character sheet creation. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hey, Dr. Wolfenstein, I have Roll20, but I don't have a game. Well, lucky for you, Roll20 was nice enough to create a character creator for you. So, if you are looking at Roll20 via the My Game section, or any section really, you can scroll up here to find the characters. So, for example, if you're looking at the home page, bada bing, these are your upcoming games, and where all your games are stored. This is, of course, your information, some ads, you know, all that jazz and music. Ooh, that's kind of fun. But, as you can see, I've been a member for a long time and have a lot of hours logged. Anyway, but up at the top, you can do create your character. Oh, hold on. Let me hide my header. There we go for you. Also, we'll bring that back over here. Again, if you don't see the copyright mark in the upper right-hand corner or upper left-hand corner, this video is stolen. But for now, as you can see, characters. So, huzzah. And then you can pick your system. We'll go to the all systems, just so you guys can see what it looks like. Boom! Shaba! As you can see, we have D&D 5e new 2024 and 2014 supported, the 5e classic sheet, the Pathfinder 2nd edition sheet, the Daggerheart, the Marvel Multiverse, Cosmere, Cyberpunk, Vampire, Pathfinder 1st, Call, Starfinder, DC 20, Starfinder, Fallout, Avatar, Alien, Candela Obscura, Blades in the Dark, Cypher Systems, 13th Grace, Dune Adventures in the Imperium, AGE System Official, Fantasy Age. And then you can see that these are the systems not yet available. However, I said in the last video of these I was going to make that we are doing a D&D. So we are going to do 2024. So, click. And as you can see, it brings it up. Wah-ha! And of course, it tells you a little bit about it, but we're going to create our character. And so it will bring you to your own little thing. Obviously, this is a source. It gives you kind of some information about what kind of data you will be using. And then here is what the character sheet mostly looks like. Tools, bio, edit avatar, role log, and compendium. But we're going to build a new character. And for this one, we are going to use 2024. But as you can see, all of the information you have for D&D, both 2.1, E14, and 2024, is here. 2020, 2014, 2024. 2024 content will always have that little tag right there. But, as you can see, we have all kinds. Today, and for this one, though, I'm going to make a sorcerer. Bada bing! And this is the level up information, and it tells you what you get. So, now that we have selected our class, we'll hit the check mark. And as you can see, it turns green. And these are the various little bits of information that we have at our disposal. Constitution save proficiency, charisma, skill, simple weapons, sorcerer spellcasting, innate, cantrips, level 1 spells, and of course the sorcerer hit die. 1d6 per level! Alright, if that looks all good to you, or you wanted to do some customizations or level ups, you could increase your level here, and bada bing, or lower your level. You could also look at where it's pulling the information from. You can ask it. This character has been constructed with content from 2024, and it warns you about that. You can also remove the book that you're using. You use a different one. Also, there is a die roller in the bottom right-hand corner, should you need to use a die. Now then, on to the next button. Now, claim your species! As you can see, I have all the content. Just all of it. It is all mine. It is all mine. And don't worry about that. It's not important. I'm not crazy. You are. Also, for those of you wondering, we are listening to Rascom. That is the music that you are hearing in the background. Rascom from Fool's Gold. I will provide a link to Dingo Doodle's channel here in a moment. And for a sorcerer, I'm going to use some third-party content, I think. One of these contents from the Crooked Moon. I think that'll do fun. And you know what? Let's go with Threadborn. I think Threadborn works here. At least for what I have in mind. So, hit next. Oh, species. Aha! As you can see, we kind of look like a doll. Choose your size. Will be a medium-sized creature. And as you can see, it goes from exclamation to a checkmark. And then spellcasting ability. We will use Charisma. Ba-ba! We are a construct. We are ball-jointed. I can move in a space as narrow as 1 foot wide, as if it were difficult. I have an innocent mind. I am resistant to psychic damage. I have the sown nature. I do not require air, food, or drink. I have a soothing heart. I know the guidance cantrip and some other spells I get along the way. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When a creature you can see within 30 feet of yourself fails an ability check using a skill you can take. A reaction to cast guidance. Was that a good? Was that a no? Let me know in the comments. But creature can then add a D4. And then Soothing Heart spell attach. I know, a guidance. Haha. Now choose your background again. 2024 content is marked and labeled, and 2014 content is marked. So let's see what we've got. We got all kinds of fun stuff here. And of course you can search backgrounds. So if you click this little filter button, content visibility, content type, we're going to hit 2024, and then we're going to click away from it. And let's see, we got all kinds of fun stuff. We got all the content, baby! What is Wicker Weaver? Wayfarer? Wandslinger, it looks like I don't have access to that. Huh. Oh, very interesting. Let's go with Wicker Weaver. Excuse me. Alright, background. Wicker Weaver. The path ahead is clear, no choices remain. Ability scores. Ability scores. Wicker Weaver feat, you gain the Charm Twister feat. Backgrounds, I gain Insight. I gain Nature proficiency. I gain Weaver's Tools proficiencies. Sylvan as a language. Some suggested characteristics, some story threads, and some trinkets. And as you can see, each time it doesn't tell you exactly. You can tell what screen you have to go to. So let's click. Now, this is the ability. Standard array, point by, roll, or manual. Emmanuel. But we're going to go with standard, because I like standard. Ain't nothing wrong with a little standardization. All right, we're going to go Constitution for our +1, and then we're going to go Charisma for our... Select 2 ability scores to increase by 1. Okay. Well, what can I... Well, we're going to increase Charisma by 2. We're going to increase Con by 1. Because we like the seeds. So Charisma, we're going to make it 14, and as you can see, that makes it a 16. For Constitution, we're going to make that a 15, and as you can see, that brings it to a 16. Dex is going to be 13, Int is going to be 12, Wisdom 10, and Strength 8. And no, not a lot of Strength if you watch my last video. I'm not a Strength guy. But don't worry, in an upcoming video, we will do a Strength-based class. Alright, once you're all good, it says all the green lights we're going to hit next. Alright, Charm Twister. You know hedge remedies and hexes passed down through old ways teachings, and you can impart them into small wicker charms you weave. You gain the following benefits. Old Blessing. I can cast the Bless spell once using this benefit, targeting only creatures carrying a wicker charm you've woven, and I cannot do so again until I finish a long rest. You can also cast the spell using any spell slot you have. Your spellcasting ability is whichever one. I also gain Twisted Hex. As a magic action, you can weave Spite into a wicker charm you touch. Choose an ability. When another creature is carrying the charm, or while this charm is within the area that the creature considers home, it has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls using the chosen ability. This is going to be Charisma. Aha. Also, from the look of it, I can only have one Twisted Hex charm at a time. Now, it's asking to pick your skills. We'll pick Arcana, and we'll pick Deception, Disgrace, Evil is plain. Don't worry. Also, if you look, these red squares show us what we are proficient in. And then, of course, our simple weapons, Weaver's Tools, and other skills. As a sorcerer, I have no armor. Alrighty, these are the cantrips and spells that we are given as a gratis. And then we select a cantrip, and as you can see, it'll pull up all the stuff that we could ever want. And again, I will pick content type, and we will limit it to 2024 stuff. So, because I'm a nasty man with nasty legs, I shall pick Blood Bolt. We shall then pick Mind Sliver, because I think that's funny. We shall pick Mending, because why not? And we'll go with again, the Player's Handbook 2024, this one. I don't know why there's two, but whatever. And then we'll pick the Mage Hand cantrip. And as you can see, I have 4. So I think that's good. Save! And then Sorcerer Spells level 1. Huzzah! And again, we shall scroll up. We shall filter to 2024 only. And we shall cast. We shall take the Magic Missile spell, because of course we shall. And we shall take Sky Self. So that way we can be some illusions. And then, of course, all our spells appear here. As well as where they came from. Next. Choose equipment. We will pick Sorcerer Equipment, Option A. This is what we get in our starting inventory. For the Wicker Weaver, it has us pick. It can be coin or equipment choices. We'll just do the standard choices. Druidic lore, huh? Oh, very interesting. Alrighty, and then new character. This will be Quinn Velvet. And pronouns will be he, him, for those of you who care about that sort of thing. For those of you who don't, you don't have to put anything. Some people do, some people don't. I'm not here to judge or cast anything. I'm just here to let you know the facts. Alrighty, we'll go chaotic neutral. Faith, I'll leave blank. Lifestyle, I like to live modestly. Any notes, organizations, allies, enemies, backstories, or other information you have before the campaign starts, be sure to include it here. Ally, we will be Belivier Stitch. Rich. That's his madre. And for those of you who get the reference, good on you. Bada bing. All right, now we get to pick the languages we know. So we get to. So Common and Sylvan are known to us. You know what? Just because I'm fun, we will pick Primordial. And we'll also pick Infernal. We have red hair, tannish skin, yellow eyes. We are going to be 5'5". Quinn is not tall. We're going to be 55 pounds. We're going to be NA because we're a doll. And we're going to be male. Again, we're a doll, so I don't know that we actually need any of that. So bonds, story threads, we can pick. And again, you can have your story thread. Your mentor taught you the craft and has become increasingly withdrawn and uncharacteristically agitated. We're going to take a trinket. And we're going to take a crescent woven from wicker and laced with silver wire. Bonds you can come up with yourself. Flaws you can come up with yourself. Some backgrounds will have them already for you. Kind of turns into anything, but bonds wants to get away from here. Flaws is a true hater of witches. Ideals be better than the witch who made him. Secretive. No one shall know the real me. Friendly. You can trick people with kind words and us. Aha! And there we go. Quinn, our Threadborn Sorcerer. Build. And there you go. There you have it. Here's our new character sheet. Your current hit points, inspiration, which in this game you can toggle on and off again. Initiative, level up is right here if we need it. Short rest, long rest, heal, damage. If you hit damage, there you go. And if you hit heal, there you go. Our hit die. This is our mod. This is our saving throw. So if you ever need to roll a save, you click this. Mod, click that. These are the ones we're proficient in. As you can see, all of our skills with which we're proficient, Weaver's Tools, our proficiencies in language, simple weapons, Weaver's Tools, languages, and then our senses, our passive senses, in investigation, insight, perception, and then do we have dark vision? No. And then, of course, the effects that you can toggle on, so if you're under the effects of Bless or Guidance, go ahead. Twisted Hex, Attack Save, Magic Missile, Mind Sliver, all the attacks and spells you can utilize, bonus actions that you have, Tinderbox and Innate Sorcery, reactions, Attack of Opportunity, you got a friend, and then free actions are just kind of empty because nothing special. If we had a weapon mastery, it would go there. These are the spells. We can toggle only show prepared, and technically we don't have prepared spells. We're a sorcerer, so the only spells we have are the ones we know we can use. But these are your spells. You can cast them. This will, again, bring them into the Roll20 chat on the side here. And there's the dice roller I told you about. And then you can drop open and see what's what. Otherwise, you just click this little drop arrow, and bada bing, you can see what you need. Sorcerer DC, Charisma DC, my features. So if you gain a spell through a spell casting feature, or if you gain a spell from some other feature like Soothing Heart gave me Bless, then it'll create its own DC and its own bonuses for you. Because let's say it was Wisdom based instead of Charisma based, that kind of thing. But again, you can choose weapons. We are equipping these because of course we are. Why wouldn't we? These are your possessions as a whole. This means they're on and off. So for example, I'm not wielding this, but if I go to the combat page, now all of these weapons appear. Go to inventory and turn spear off. As you can see, I no longer have the spear. Aha! Features and traits. These are all the features that I have, including the feat and what they do. Again, the bubble to put them in the chat, drop to make it, and pencil to do the editing. These are all my notes, organizations, and again, you can add allies, you can add Bellivier enemies, and then you can add another category entirely. And then about to beat the boot, your background and what it gives you, along with your general information you already inputted, bonds, flaws, ideals, personality traits, and other such things. And of course, you can add your appearance. Click, ba-da-ba. And then click red to remove. Yes, remove it. So there we go. And that is how you make a 2024 character on Roll20 using their various games section. And again, unlock characters. Waha! Go back to Roll20. Takes a bit of time. And then this is the characters section, all systems. So you can see all the systems. Now you can also see where it says my characters. So for example, all the characters that you made, and then some of the games that you made them in. And as you can see, as a player, I have a ton. And then of course you can filter them by game specifically. My D&D characters, creating a D&D character in this case, you can hit the back. Oh, hit back. And it will bring you back here. And then, of course, you can create them using the various systems that you want. So, this has been creating a character using the various game systems on Roll20. Next, in the next video, we shall be going over demi-playing. and all of the systems that they allow you access to. As you can see, some of them are Roll20, and this D here, that stands for Demiplane. So, until the next video, thank you so much for watching, and please, stay healthy, my friends. We'll see you next time. Alright, guys, gals, non-binary pals, thank you so much for sticking through me with that. We will, of course, be changing soundtracks, but we'll also be changing games and, of course, other things. For now, though, enjoy the Alchemist Quarry sound, or, well, I don't know that you'll be able to hear it. But I'm going to take a quick break, gotta run to the restroom, and then we'll be back. So, stay tuned. Allow me to apologize to everyone. So I am going to end the stream here. The reason being, I took a tumble at my other job, and I am now wearing a boot. And getting to the bathroom and other places is proving to be a challenge. So, ow! as I kick my goddamn boot against the wall. But thank you all so much for watching. I will continue this at another time. Probably going to go back to sleep and get some more sleep in. I'm very tired now. Thank you all so very much for watching. Please stay healthy, my friends. Be careful. Make sure when you're walking, you are paying attention to where you put your feet and how your feet land. I didn't pay attention one time, and it brought me low. So thank you all so very much for watching, and until next time, please stay healthy, my friends.